Alright, I'm gonna do a video to show games I got through July and August. I'll try to be as quick as I can. Got this game, I think late June, early July, and pretty disappointed with it. A lot of the reviews are really pretty bad, but I think my biggest gripe is the AI is horrible. But if you can get the game for probably like maybe $15, it might be worth it for that. But it's disappointing to pre-order this with high hopes, and it turned out to be pretty bad. I got a copy of Wonder Boy from PlayAsia. Pretty satisfied with this. It plays really well. It's pop it right into the console, and it loads up with English. There's no issues with any other language barrier. I got this for I think around $25, and then there was when I got it, there was like a free shipping offer, so it worked out really well. It actually was cheaper for me to import it from wherever PlayAsia is at. I think Hong Kong, maybe. It was not faster, but it was more convenient to just buy it from them than it was from Limited Run. And I also like the case too. The game's good. I probably played maybe 4 or 5 hours of it, but I just haven't played it in a few weeks. It's still very good though. A game that I'm really impressed with, that I'm glad that I bought it when I had the chance, was this game called Cursed Castilla, or Cursed Castilla. It is like a reimagining of the Ghost and Goblin series. I like it a lot. It's challenging, but it's not like ruthless. It comes with like the cool like the box with a few other things inside. But I had heard some rumors that there would be the possibility of this being reprinted, where it would just be like the game and not the limited edition. And I kind of hope it does, because it's a great game. It deserves more notoriety, and it just is a really great side-scrolling action platformer. And it just is a phenomenal game. I can't praise it enough. It's awesome. Sin Mora EX. It's a side-scrolling shooter. It's pretty good. I think I probably got through like 5 levels. I can't remember if there was like somewhere around like 8 or 10 total. Just picked it up and played it every few nights, and then just moved on. Hopefully I'll go back to it. I just sometimes I get the interest in just playing something else, and then I put stuff away, and then I'll come back to it. So it's still a good game. Pre-ordered it off Amazon, and it was less than $20, so it was worth it. And I didn't say about Cursed Castilla, but I got that when it was available, so I didn't have to pay like the going rate of it is like several $100s right now. So I'm so lucky that I got it when I did, and I didn't have to pay a ton of money. From Limited Run, I got Night Trap. I haven't opened it yet, but it is the version that I wanted. The cover looks a lot better, this one. This is one back at the end of June that I got into, and then it shipped to me in July, is Fury. This is a really great game too. I got stuck on one particular boss that I just couldn't get past, and just kind of put it aside since then. But it is a very good game. I'm glad that it became a physical copy, and I look forward to trying it again in the future. Oceanhorn, another limited run game. there for like a good week or so in July. I think it was July, either late July or early August. I was playing this game for quite a while, and it's a good game. Kind of simplistic, but definitely glad I bought it. Another standard release game from Limited Run, but good to have. This is Jotun, the Valhalla edition. This is a great game too. Definitely the boss battles are what makes this enjoyable. It's just a very creative game and a very such an artistic achievement with what they're able to produce for this game. I am glad I bought it. I was kind of confused why, when the game was released for sale the day of, it was like free on Steam. So I got it for free on Steam, and then was like a little unsure of whether or not I should have bought it. But sometimes it's good to put your money towards games you really like, because that sends a message to companies that make good games that you like to continue to make good games. So that when you, I don't know, it helps me to remind myself, I like this type of stuff, and I'm putting my money to things that I really want to continue to support. So it was worth it in the long run. This is Neuravoider. This is a game that I was interested in when I did the research before I bought it, and it was fun when I played it. The only thing that I would wish that I could change about this game is the concept of you die and it's permadeath. So like it's like an RPG shooter where you build up your robot and it's just a twin stick action shooter that's an RPG, and when you die, like, you can keep leveling up and your character keeps getting stronger, but like if you let your guard down and you die, your game's over and you start from scratch. You start back from like level 1. And I mean, I guess for diehard players of the roguelike genre, they might like that, but I don't know. I think once I realized that I had played like 4 hours and then I randomly died, and then I was just like, where's my game? I was kind of frustrated with this game, and it turned me off enough that I really don't have a desire to start it back up again. I know I've read some reviews and stuff, and people like to do that and play different builds and stuff like that, but I don't know. It just threw me off. When this game was announced, I was probably one of the very first 100 people that bought this game. I'm signed up for their email, their emails they send out. This is VBlank Entertainment that published this. The same company that published, I can't think of what it's called. Retro City Rampage, I think is what it is. And so when I got an email saying it was like, surprise, this is on sale and they only have like, I think, less than 5,000 copies, I was like, well, I probably bought the game within 3 minutes after the email was sent. And I was so ecstatic about seeing this for sale as a physical copy. And I'm glad I got it. It's a phenomenal game too. Never played it before, but it's just a very unique and creative game. Awesome to have as a physical game, and it's just I can't really describe it very well, but it's just such a good concept for a game, and a topic that like no other game out there has ever explored, like the Hispanic, like luchador culture, and it's just such a cool idea for a game as a beat 'em up. And then lastly, this is a game that I feel is going to fly under a lot of people's radar, but it is from Housemarque Games, guys who made Resogun. They made Alien Nation, which was another game I really liked. Dead Nation. Nex Machina, I think, is the one that they just released not even like 2 months ago. But Matterfall is really fun. It's kind of like the Mighty Number 9 that people wanted, and that's kind of what this is. It's got a lot of inspiration of like Mega Man and Metroid and just any type of old school side scrolling game. It gets to be pretty repetitive, but it's still fun. It at the later levels get to be pretty challenging. It just is. It turns into almost like a bullet hell shooter. It's like a bullet hell side-scrolling platformer. It's hard to really even describe, but it's very unique and fun. If you're not noticing, this is an import. You can find this on eBay. I think I only spent about $27 for this, which some people might think that's high. I didn't think it was that bad. I wasn't sure if we were gonna get a release on this or not. Maybe we will eventually, but I'm happy with paying $27 free shipping. As an import was pretty decent. So those are the games that I got. This has been a good summer for. Kind of being biased towards PlayStation, but it's been a good summer for certain PlayStation games to be added. And then what I'll probably do is wait for a lot of these like big AAA games to come down in price and try to get some of those around like November and Black Friday. But getting these types of games, this is just like makes collecting exciting again. At least for me, I think. But let me know what you think. Tell me if you got any games similar that I have here, and catch you later.